Mike Hallbach, got a question for you, man. Yeah. Were you in New York and bought your sister a 1999 Toyota RAV4 license plate Sam William Henry 582 in 1999 September of? Mike Hallbach, you were in New York September 1999 and you bought a 6-month-old Toyota RAV4 760 Mystic Teal Mica. That's what you bought. In your sister's name. Yeah, in your sister's name. Now, how did you get that from New York or Iowa, whatever? But you got license plates. You got 1996 to 2000 series license plates. Sam William Henry 582. Yeah. But unbeknownst to you, they quit making those plates in 2000. They made another plate in 2000. It's called the 2000 to 2017 series plate. So Sam William Henry 582 went on that vehicle in 1999, and you left your DNA on every single sticker that's on Sam William Henry 582 or single white Hallbach 582. Because Lemieux Toyota could not have issued Teresa Marie Hallbach a 1996 to 2000 series plate in 2003. You see? Now, because 1999 is on there, 2000 is on there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's 7 stickers on that plate. Calumet County Sheriff, Calumet County District Attorney, Manitowoc police officer, or not police officer, but judge, Manitowoc judge. Those 3 boobs, in addition to all the lawyers involved, have vehicles, have license plates, put their license plates on their vehicles, get tabs, put them on their vehicles. Did they buy a vehicle in the year 2000 or better? Well, guess what? That's a 1996 to 2000 series license plate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they weren't issued in 2003. Oh, another plate was issued in 2003. So, unlike Kathleen T. Zellner, that will not allow Sam William Henry 582 to even come near a courtroom, she's not used it in any of her briefs. She's not used it in any of her court. She doesn't take it to court. So, I got a message. Can you get that to Steve for me? Tell Steve that he should have known this shit, but Teresa Marie Hallbach's name owned Sam William Henry 582 for 7 fucking years. Yeah. But the state of Wisconsin has generated false documentation. And when they did that, they did not realize that the plates went out of service. Sam William Henry 582 went out of service in 2000. and they say that Sam William Henry 582 was in the system for a vehicle that it was not issued, could not have been issued at the time that they say it was. It was obsolete. It wasn't valid. But somebody bought it in her name, and that's what kept the validation going, and to the point that it says that it was going to be replaced in 2006. Ran the whole gauntlet of the year of that life of that license plate, but we got fraudulent documentation. Whatever that little thing is, that's not a. There's no title involved in this court. There's no title. They did not produce a title for that vehicle. They didn't. That registration, whatever, that's not a registration. That's some fucking piece of shit documentation that they made up. But that's not an official Wisconsin registration. Now, type in Wisconsin license plate 2000 to 2017. Yeah. It's a totally different license plate. As a matter of fact, if Teresa were issued Sam William Henry 582, it would have been 582 Sam William Henry. That's how bad it is. And these people didn't pick up on this shit. Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey, Teresa Marie Halbach, Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey. They spent all these years in prison because these lawyers can't figure out that it's an obsolete fucking plate. It's still active. It's still active. I mean, Teresa Marie Halbach bought that plate, or somebody else bought that plate for Teresa Marie Halbach, and she had no knowledge of it. She had no knowledge of it, okay? Teresa Marie Halbach did not go out there and put those ear stickers on there. Here's two things. Kathleen T. Zellner is provably against her client. Provably pro-conviction. Well, because Kathleen T. Zellner will not allow Samuel and Henry 582 into a courtroom. But if you heated it up a little bit, made it nice and soft, you could peel each buckle swab, tab, buckle swab, and you take each tab, buckle swab, and you swab it for DNA. You don't need DNA off of the RAV4. You don't. You need DNA off of the license plate, Sam William Henry 582, which was not issued in 2003, wasn't issued in 2002, wasn't issued in 2001, and was issued roughly sometime within a month or two of 2000. You know, the cutoff date for the 1996 to 2000 to 2000 to 2017. Got it? Yeah. That plate belongs on that vehicle. Oh, ending in 3044. It sure the fuck does. Ever since 1999. Now, how did Teresa Marie Halbach get Samuel Henry 582 entered into the system? Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey sure the fuck didn't do that, right? Nope, wrong plate. Somebody did not understand their licensing plate system. And they wrote up this piece of paper saying that this is Teresa Marie Halbach's, but I don't see no title. There's no copy of a title. There's nothing near a title. One, and two, that's not a registration. That's not a registration. Whatever that is, it's not a registration. It might say all this good googly shit, but it's not a registration. It's just a piece of paper with some shit written on it. And you guys convicted Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey, you guys convicted them on that bullshit? Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey were not convicted on the evidence. They were convicted on the incompetence of their lawyers. All the way up to Zellner. Interstage left, Allred. Gloria Allred. Now, Gloria Allred is smart and not compromised, by the way. She's smart. And what she's going to do is she's going to go in there, represent Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey. She's going to go in there and demand testing, DNA testing on all stickers on that RAV4, or license plate, San Juan 582. There it is. Now, it's going to come up, Mike Halbach. You got his DNA, right? Yes. You got Teresa's DNA, right? Yes. Well, then, instead of looking for sweat DNA off of the fucking hood of a vehicle that Stephen never fucking touched, okay, is going to be not Teresa Marie Halbach's DNA. You go through every one of those stickers, and seemingly Teresa Marie Halbach got it in the mail, took it out there and put it on her vehicle. She did not do that. Her DNA is not there on the stickers. The lack of DNA on San Juan Henry 582 of Teresa Marie Halbach proves it's fraud, including there's fraud documentation. Big old documentation saying it and all this stuff, but the fact of the matter is that's not a title. That's not a registration. That's just a piece of paper, documentation. Okay? That's all that is. And then you got this little piece of paper down here with all this fucking green on it and shit like that. What's that? You know, I can scribble that fucker out with a ruler and everything else like that and type it all the fuck in. I don't know what that is. That ain't anything official, that's for sure. But yet, there it is in the record. Those two pieces of paper from Department of Transportation and that, whatever that other one is, those are fraudulent documents. You prove those documents to be false, fraud upon the court renders the court order void, like you void a check, as if never issued, and more importantly, having no further legal effect. That's right. That's how Stephen Avery gets out of prison. That's how Brendan gets out of prison. It's fraud upon the court. Those two documents, they're fraudulent, and Teresa Marie Halbach owned those license plates. That's it. She owned that license plate. From 1999 to 2005, she owned that license plates. Front and back. Owned them both. It's right there in the tabs. There's 7 tabs down there. You can't get away from it. There's 7 tabs held up in court. And they say Teresa bought her RAV4 in 2003, April of. But guess what? That's false. That's false. Not true. And the jury considered it, and it was a part of the rendering process of getting them convicting them. But it's false. And when you fake the jury out, no matter what the jury comes back as a verdict, is non and void. It doesn't matter. There's no jury. The judge, he can't do that. It's not Federal Rule 60B4, fraud. Gloria Allred is going to get Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey off on fraud. If they're frauding, and they are, Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey have never been convicted. They've never been convicted. They're 2 innocent men, unconvicted in the prison system. That's absolutely correct. Just go to court and show it. So Allred's going to get that license plate. Allred's going to go through every single one of those tabs on that license plate and find out who has been putting those tabs on that license plate. I want their DNA. And it's not Teresa Marie Halbach. If it is Teresa Marie Halbach, then she's in on it. Which means Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey didn't go ape shit and fuck her up and kill her. All that's bullshit. All that's in Kratz's mind. You know? Kratz's sick fantasy is what that was. But you can't get around the fact that in 2003 they did not issue 1996 to 2000 series license plates. Now you can keep your 96 2000 license plate on if you're the owner, but if you go and resell the vehicle, those license plates are off of it. 2003 license, 2000 to 2017 series license plate is put back on. Okay? Not the old one. So Sam and Henry 582 set Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey free. And since that happened, who killed Teresa Marie Halbach? Nobody. Since nobody killed Teresa Marie Halbach, but they found her bones. Yeah, well, I found the license plate, so fuck you. That's it. They walked. They walked. And whoever got that license plate and put it in Teresa's name, and Teresa never drove it, she drove a green one with that license plate on a green one. Now we got them switched into another one with that VIN. Yeah, that VIN. I don't know. Teresa Marie Halbach's not dead. The license plate Samuel Henry single white Halbach is proof of life that Teresa Marie Halbach is not dead. That's proof. That's proof that Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey did not commit murder. Teresa Marie Halbach was not murdered. You can't prove me wrong. There it is. Samuel Henry 582, purchased 1999 and put on 99 RAV4 serial ending in 3044. That's it. Walk. Have a nice day. Zellner, I want my $100,000, bitch. So, we have Zellner, stupid bitch. We have Allred, smart attorney, that just walks in, gets DNA off of that license plate, proves that license plate could not have been issued to Teresa Marie Halbach in 2003. All you have to do is that. And they walk, making murder all crashing down. Now, here's this entire industry of multimedia, and they didn't catch it. They're stupid. That's all they did is talking fucking head, and they were lying to you. That's false. That's what the fuck is that? Well, it's false advertising is number one, and it's fake news for number two. So all these newscasters that got out here, they fake news. It was all fake news. Yeah. So now the search for Teresa Marie Halbach can resume, okay? So Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey with Gloria Allred should be out of prison pretty soon. She's going to call an emergency appearance, and she's going to go up before the judge and tell the judge, Federal Rule 60B4 fraud. Fraud was perpetuated on the court. Those documents that says that Teresa Marie Halbach purchased her 1999 Toyota RAV4 VIN ending in 3044 with license plate Sam William Henry 582 is an impossibility. It has enough chance of the Titanic not sinking, okay? No, this is a 100% proof positive, bar none. Nobody can argue that those plates belonged on those vehicles and the owner was Teresa Marie Halbach and she didn't know about it because she went over to Lemieux and bought herself a green one and was driving around the green one. Well, where's all the paperwork from Lemieux? Well, guess what? Calumet County went up and got it. And they took it from Lemieux, and you haven't seen it since. Brought up on the court. You're out of there. So, Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey, roll up. You're out of there, and then now you can start lawsuit because that is absolute boom. You can sue Dean String for incompetency. You can sue Jerome Buting for incompetency. Yeah. Or we can go on being a conspiracy in defrauding the court because those two attorneys that Stephen hired did in fact defraud the court by making the court and the jury believe that Sam William Henry 582 belonged to Teresa Marie Halbach. It did belong to Teresa Marie Halbach. But did she drive it? No, she did not drive it. That's proof she did not drive it. That's proof that Mike Halbach is going to be the donor of the DNA that is underneath all those tabs, sealed and preserved. Yeah. I want my 100 grand, bitch. I want my 100 grand. Because I broke this fucking case. I got them out of prison. And I found Teresa Marie Halbach. Or at least resumed the search for Teresa Marie Halbach based on this knowledge alone. Fuck with me. Go ahead. You can't. I'm 100% erect. And there's not a fucking thing you're going to do about it. Yeah, I'm a truther. Why? Because truth is truth. If I'm a truther, what does that make you?